What's up everyone? Today I have for you a Panther plus Parrot sniping build. This is one build that I really enjoyed actually playing around with. It took me a couple of attempts to get this, maybe like 1 hour worth of grinding, but I think it was super worth it in the end. I have probably put it in the thumbnail, but the premise is that we will have the Panther equip a Durian. In case you don't know, by the way, Panther's ability is to enhance any perks put on it by up to 4 times if it is level 3, and Durian basically makes it so that the Panther has a skunk ability by reducing the healthiest enemy pet by 33%. So when we increase that 4 times, we will get 4 triggers of the Durian, therefore we basically get to reduce the entire enemy team down by 33%. And then the parrot that is going to be behind it is going to be copying the Panther's ability first of all. And secondly, we will be putting something like a fig on it, like something that snipes, something that deals damage, something that can exploit the ability that we have, lower the HP of the enemy units. And there are actually a couple of perks like that in the game. You have the fig that I mentioned, but we also have tomato. Tomato obviously being the better one because it deals 10 damage as opposed to 4, but it does come pretty late. And I think the perk that we actually ended up using in this game is going to be the golden egg. There is going to be a very particular reason why I picked that perk specifically, but we can talk about that a little bit in the future. For now we're just trying to survive to get to the parrot and the panther. We get a level up right here. I was hoping for parrot, but platypus is also pretty decent. Platypus I usually put in all of my packs because not only is it great tempo, like on turn 5 right here, it's going to spawn a couple of tier 3 units, or rather 3 stat units, and when you get to sell it eventually, you will also get basically every single bit of gold that you spend on it. So we bought it for 3 gold, we get to sell the platypus, then we get to sell the duck and the beaver for 2 more gold, making it 3 in total. And as you can see, when we put a love potion on it, it becomes that much stronger. So we're going to be breezing through the early mid game, or so I would like to say, but you all know the current meta, like there's a ton of flying fish teams out there, speaking of which I think is going to be very beneficial for us to pick one of them up, getting a level 2 platypus from the love potion. But yeah, even this does not guarantee our success because there are just some very scary teams out there, and we can be countered. Something like a blowfish with a garlic would completely destroy us, I think. But here thankfully we face a fellow summon team, so we get to destroy them with relative ease. Now we're going to take our level up. Since it is tier 5, we get to find the panther, which thankfully we do level up into. I wanted a couple of tier 4 pets, a couple of tier 5 pets, and a couple of tier 6 pets for this build. So a large majority of my time grinding for this challenge were just deliberating on which turn I should be leveling up, and I guess the answer was all of them. We have leveled up in turn 5, we have leveled up on turn 7, and we're going to be saving for a level on turn 9 as well, hoping to see a good tier 6 unit. I have put several of them to synergize with the build that we are going for, which you will see pretty soon I think. Here I think we're going to be losing because they have a wolf plus turkey combo, which is very difficult to compete with in the mid game. We did come pretty close though, only the turkey surviving, so I was very happy with that result. But it does show that we are falling off a little bit, as we pick up a parrot as well as a level for the flying fish. Going to be a little bit difficult to slot everything in this team. Yeah, I have to freeze the flying fish, I want to put the parrot inside. Just to have it prepared because we will be leveling up that bad boy. We also pick up another copy of the flying fish, putting a rice on it as well, just so we have more gold to work with next turn. Most likely this team isn't going to win. There are a lot of teams that counter us at this point in the game, but it's worth trying to attempt for the victory. But here we go, we face a hippo, we're a summon team, it's very obvious that we're going to be destroyed. Yeah, they even have some scaling in the form of a sea lion and a hatching chick. We had literally zero chance right there. So we take our level, we find a bird of paradise, which is going to be our form of scaling for this challenge. I found in my hours of grinding that it does take some scaling in order for this team to compete, sadly. I really wanted it to have zero stats and just the abilities that destroy the enemy pets, but unfortunately that's not how it's going to work. So on turn 9 we get a level 2 bird of paradise, and we also find a Rio Velociraptor that will be very crucial for this combo to work. In case you don't know what the Velociraptor does, whenever a pet loses its perk, the Velociraptor is going to apply it, and at level 2 it will do so for both the Panther and the Parrot. So ideally we're hoping to get to reapply the Durian on the Panther that we luckily find in the shop right here. So we get another round of HP reduction, and then we can do so for the golden egg of the Parrot as well for another round of snipes. It's still a work in progress though. As you can see, we have literally no in-battle abilities other than the pie, which isn't going to be enough to beat over this octopus, but here we go. At least on this turn we have found the 2 perks that we wanted, the Durian on the Parrot and the magic beans on the Panther. I think I said that in reverse, but that's fine. And we're going to take a round of scaling onto the Panther in particular. I think it's most important to have it on the Panther just because it gets to survive in order to apply another round of Durian debuffs. Like you can see right here, we get to reduce their HP by a lot, and that allows us to curiously win. So the combo is starting to function a little bit, but we are still nowhere near full efficiency. We would like to have some levels on the Parrot, some levels on the Panther. Most importantly, level 2 on the Velociraptor would be super important. But I think we're starting to work towards that now. Super unfortunate matchup over here though. They get a lot of HP again with the Armadillo, and they also nullify the HP reducing ability of the Parrot and the Durian. So we get to lose right there, we are down to 1 heart. But I think when we get this level 2 real Velociraptor, it's going to be a little bit of a game changer. We're also looking for another tier 6 pet to put in that final slot. In the meantime, we're going to be cycling some oysters just to get more triggers from the Bird of Paradise. It's doing super well, I think. Like, we're going to be getting 3 triggers of the ability this turn, which means like plus 18 buffs, and we also find the last pet that we need, the Albatross, which is going to increase ability damage of pets adjacent to it, and that also counts for the golden egg on the Parrot. So now the golden egg is going to be dealing 50% more damage, from 6 damage up to 9 with each instance. Here I don't think we get to see it, however, as the Albatross gets sniped, but we take the win regardless. Very good matchup for us right there. They had just 1 big unit and the rest of them we could clear out with the golden egg. From now we're just going to hope that we don't get countered by the enemy teams though. A lot of teams can do us in, like snipe teams, summon teams, ailment application teams. We're very vulnerable, but thankfully this high stat team we should be able to beat, and you can see the magic of the golden egg completely clearing them out. Super satisfying, and we claim a win right there. So we have 2 more trophies left to go. We're continuing to accumulate stats with the Bird of Paradise, a +6/+6 per turn. The pancakes are a big help as well. And pretty soon we're going to be ending turn. Unfortunately we're not new levels, but we should be strong enough that we can still compete. Let's hop into the battle, see how it goes. Another high stated team with the Nordic goats, and you can see how powerful this is. It kills straight through the melon, and we claim yet another victory, and I believe we're coming up on the final round. We're going to go for a level on the Panther, and hopefully we get it by the end of the turn. That is going to increase our health reduction by just a little bit more, and this will be it for the video. So I really hope you enjoyed this goofy build, and if you did, I really hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.